Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Brandon and Ryan Hour. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Ryan.
It's Thursday, Ryan. How's it going?
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Thursday means it's series review. So today we are talking about Citadel, episodes 3 and 4.
Nice.
Yep.
Did I watch those?
I certainly hope you did.
Did you watch
That's
them?
what the plan was. I did.
Okay, good. At least somebody did. No, I watched.
So, what are your overall thoughts?
Oh man. Mm, I thought they were pretty good. Both episodes were pretty good and intriguing. Um, keeping the mystery going, but giving you a few breadcrumbs here and there and some misdirection kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah, I agree with you. I also think that the action in the episodes were really well done.
Yeah, the action sequences are pretty good. Mm-hmm. So, what are the names of these episodes? Infinite Shadows and Tell Her Everything.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Wait a minute. Did I? Yeah. Okay. Got confused for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Did I watch the fourth episode? But I did.
Okay.
Um, I like how they went back to the beginning. I guess.
Yeah, like 10 years in the past. So 2
Yeah.
years before,
2 years before all of the nonsense.
yeah, they lost their memories and whatnot.
Yeah. Kind of take you back to when they first, when Kyle and Nadia, well, not Kyle, but Mason and
Mason,
Nadia
yeah.
first got first got together or
Mm-hmm.
partnered or whatever they were. I don't
Yeah.
know. He Mason. I like how his character. He's just always, I don't know, just taking charge. He's like, I'm just gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
This is how we're gonna do it, even
Yeah, I
with his
mean, he is
boss and
the
superiors and stuff.
yeah, he is the super spy. So he just kind of
Yeah,
has that confidence where he just takes charge.
yeah, but they're all in this secret organization that the world doesn't even know about, right? So
Yeah.
they're all super spies, but he's just like, do whatever I want. Mm. Like the scene when he's talking to, oh gosh, what's his name? Um,
I don't know what's his name is.
Stanley Tucci, Bernard,
Bernardo or Bernard? Yeah, whatever his name is.
Bernardo. Who was Bernard?
Bernardo.
Bernardo. Okay, now I'm gonna call him Bernardo for now. I hope I never meet him because I'll be like, "Hey, what's up, Bernardo?"
All right.
Anyway, um, yeah. So when he like goes in for the briefing and he tells him everything that's going on, but he's like, "Don't tell
Don't tell Grace or
the other
whatever her name
lady."
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the director or whatever. And he's sitting there playing a video game on his phone, and then as soon as the director walks in, just tells her that he knows
Yeah,
everything,
she starts telling what's going on and he's like, "Oh, I already know. I get it."
and he brings up the Muppets,
Yeah, Bernard does. Yeah, that
the
was good.
two old crotchety Muppets,
Crotchety people. Yeah.
and like when he brought up, I was like, who are those people? And then when he said it, I was like, oh, okay, I know who
Oh
they
yeah,
are.
I know who you're
Just
talking about.
didn't know their names, but I was like, that's pretty funny because I kind of do that. It's like heckling people for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
That's fair. It is fun.
Anyway, trying to, I don't know. I watched both episodes back to back. So trying to tear them apart in my mind isn't working because it's a time show. So they're
Yeah.
like back and forth in time. Trying to piece it all together doesn't
Yeah,
always
so
work.
Infinite
But-
Shadows opens with Bernard being tortured, being choked out. And
Oh
then,
yeah, with the inverted camera.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
mirrors what they did in the first episode.
And the end of the episode.
Okay.
Okay. At first, it was irritating me though. It's like,
Me too.
It's like slowly panning and like rotating to the proper orientation, and I'm like, I don't get motion sickness, but this is starting to piss me off. If I got motion sickness, I feel like people would be throwing up or like falling over.
Yeah.
With this, I was like,
Yeah.
it was just, I don't know, because it took so long to.
Yeah, I'm
flip
not a
back
fan of
over.
the inverted camera to start off the show, or one of the episodes.
Yeah, it made sense at the end of the episode when you start seeing. You're like, oh, because you're like, okay, everything's getting turned right side up, and then at the end you're like, wait a minute. They're like, is it? And then they, invert the camera again.
Okay.
Yeah. So they choked him, and then they pulled some of his teeth.
Yeah, pulled some of his teeth out.
It's like that seems like that's a.
It's a
all the
weird
different
way to
kinds
torture
of
someone.
Tortures.
Yeah.
Let me just pull out some of your molars real quick.
Yeah.
Choke you for a few minutes.
And we also learned that Bernard and the bad lady worked together at the UN years before.
Yeah. I don't know if that matters.
I mean, I think
She's
it
in
was
the
just,
government. They were in a quasi-government organization, so
yeah, it's just interesting that they knew each other before. So
yeah, I guess. At first, because he says when we were together at the UN, I was like, oh, they were together. I was like, no, wait, they worked together.
Worked together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different kind of together there.
Different kinds of together. Usually they go with the relationship route, not the coworker route.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But I did also like when they asked him what the 19-digit password was. the password he gave him.
Yeah. I was so confused though because the password is only 18 digits.
Yeah. And he's like, oh no. There's an exclamation point. Really?
Even with the exclamation point, it was only 18.
Oh, was it? I didn't count the letters.
The
Okay.
only way it's not is if you what was the password?
Why don't you go?
Oh yeah. So the only way it's 19 is if you put the apostrophe and don't.
Well, yeah, you have to.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. Don't without an apostrophe isn't a word.
Okay. 90% of people, when they write down don't, probably don't put the apostrophe very often.
Well, then 90% of the people who do that, well, 100% of the people who do that
90% of the people. So 10% of them. It's okay. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
a little bit of light torturing, and then time skip back.
But the guy was putting the password in like he was serious.
Well, yeah, because he started off super slow. No, he started off super slow. Just why?
But he got to the end because he was like, "Why don't you?"
No, he said why don't, and then he said the rest of it all at once.
it was still kind of slow. Like he said the F yourself fast, but it was like, why don't you go F yourself? And he was
Yeah.
like typing. I was like, is this guy retarded? This guy's
And
retarded.
he's like, oh, wait, that's only 18 characters. There's an
Yeah.
exclamation point.
You gotta have an exclamation point in your password. Always. Till it expires, and then you go to the @ symbol. And when that expires, you go to the pound. Nobody knows what that is anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he gets tortured, and then we jump back in time.
Right.
So then Mason's got to go on this mission to get a deadly virus.
Yep.
And then
From someone in Iran.
yeah, just
Was it Iran or Iraq? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. It was mountains with snow.
Uh-huh.
That's all I remember. Who cares where it was? So yeah, he goes and does that, and then Nadia helps him escape because she was already there.
Yeah, she was undercover.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's when they first meet. And then he gets all jacked up.
Yeah.
And that I like that whole sequence. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a lot of the CG wasn't overdone, where they
That's
were just
fair.
on a green screen the whole time and everything was fake.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Yeah, I don't know.
And then we get skip forward to them starting their relationship.
Yeah. And then they recruit. No, that's not till the next
Yeah, that's not till
episode.
the next episode.
Yeah, when they recruit that other lady. Yeah, because at the end of the episode. Okay, yeah, so they. Is that doing the relationships thing?
And then we cut back to present time where she's doctoring him up in the safe house.
Yeah, and then he convinces her to go look for the other guy that was apparently still alive.
Yeah, like he made a comment about just there are 2 white dots in a sea of red. And she's like, what are you talking about?
Like, I don't, yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird. I thought there was more meaning to that at first, and then when they opened the case, I was like, oh.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Okay, it's not that. It wasn't like he was remembering something that he shouldn't have been able to remember. He was.
Right. It was, hey, there was a bunch of red on the screen and 2 white dots.
Right. So. So then they go to try to find that guy. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter. But the lady was telling Bernard that she had turned that guy.
Well, she told him that, I don't know if she turned him or if she just tortured him and got information.
No, she was saying that
no, because he said, he kept asking, what did you do to him? She never said, he works for us now.
She said it took some convincing to bring him around to our side.
Right, as in torture to get information out of, not as he's now one of us.
No, I don't think that's not how she said it. It's not how I understood it.
Well, then you're
done. The way
done.
I understood it is that they probably tortured him, but they're also telling him a whole bunch of information that he was privy to that made him rethink his allegiance to Citadel.
Oh, I didn't get that, but whatever you say.
That's the way the conversation went in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what else happened in that episode other than at the ending. When one of the twins was gonna shove a drill in the back of Bernard's neck.
Yeah. Yeah, so they were going to cut out his computer chip or whatever is in the neck and try to get his memories off of that. And
What?
what do you mean, what?
What are you talking about?
That's. She said we can just cut you open and take out your chip and get your memories. So that's what they were going to do.
What?
Yes, that was the entire reason he was there, was to cut him open with that drill and get the memory chip out.
No.
Yes.
The guy, one of the twins, made a device that they were gonna stick in his spinal cord to download his memories.
Right. They were going for that memory chip that they implant in all their agents' necks.
That's not what she
That
said.
is what she said.
No, it's not.
100% it is.
No, it's not.
Then you need to go back and watch it.
I watched it twice already.
So did I.
She said, he created a device, and that'll go in your spinal cord, and we'll get the information we need, and then maybe you'll survive, maybe you won't. Not survive. I think she said like maybe you'll still have your memories, maybe you won't.
It's not what happened.
Pretty sure it is.
It was not.
Pretty sure that's what happened.
It wasn't. But, I mean, I don't want to sit here and argue with you.
I kind of do.
I really don't.
Fine. I guess we won't sit here and argue about it.
Great. But yeah, and then he gets out of it because he mentions that guy's girlfriend and says she's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, shows him a picture on his phone. And he says, oh, her real name's whatever. I forgot what it... Abby. And she's married to Mason Kane. And, yeah.
What was her... She had 3 names in the show, so I don't remember any of them.
Yeah, I don't remember the other names.
So Abby is the current name she's going by.
Right.
As an amnesiac.
Yeah. And
the other 2 names I cannot recall.
At the end of the last episode that we recorded about Citadel, you asked, do you think they're going to make her or his wife a spy? And it was like, no, that would be dumb. And they did it.
Who called it?
Apparently you did.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm a genius.
Yeah.
A super genius. Anyway,
yeah, I don't remember anything else important happening in that episode.
Yeah, so yeah, he tells her he's still alive, and then she's still alive. And then it's like, if you get me out of here, I'll take you to her, and everything
you've been told is a lie. Yeah.
And then the camera flips again on the way out. Which leaves you like, okay, so is she a bad guy? Is she not a bad guy? And then the 4th episode, you still don't know.
Yeah.
What's going on with her exactly. So episode 4, Tell Her Everything, is where we get all the backstory on Abby and why that she worked for Citadel, and that she was like a new recruit and going in undercover with that guy, the 2 brothers, because
one of them was an engineer who was creating a device that could take all the information from a country's infrastructure and something.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, what is this thing supposed to do? What do they keep calling it?
The Oz key.
The Oz key. I was like from the Wizard of Oz?
I don't
I was
know.
like, I don't know what this stupid key is supposed to do, but it's irrelevant to the story.
Yeah, it's just a MacGuffin.
Yeah. So, um, like Mason's like teaching her how to like be a spy.
Yeah.
And he's telling her that she has to tell the truth. And that
Well, she has to believe what she's saying, tell the truth. But
right,
basically, she's got to convince herself of the lie that she's
if it's
living.
a lie. But he also said to tell the truth.
Right.
And then, but you have to, and then you believe the lies that you tell them. Which I thought was kind of interesting. It makes sense. Like it's actually like sound advice if you're gonna lie to someone or be a spy.
Because you're basically creating a new life, a new version of yourself.
Yeah.
So.
And then, so she's gone for months, right? Like 3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
No, she hadn't.
Well,
they start off the episode in like 3 months.
Yeah, they started off the episode before that though, because Nadia and him break into the wherever that one guy's being held. And they start murdering their way through a whole bunch of people, and they get to Carter. Carter, the guy's name. They get to him, and he's like, "You did this," and then that's when we jump back to
10
years ago, 9 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, right.
And we pick up with them introducing what's her name, Abby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of follow.
Celeste?
Maybe.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Abby.
But yeah. So she ends up going undercover, and we follow her for a while.
Yeah. She gets close to those guys whose names I don't remember. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Can I figure that out here? Is it Anders?
Anders was one of them. I think that was the one that she fell in love with.
Okay.
But I can't remember what the other guy was.
Yeah. I don't see. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't know. Is it the... Wait a minute. The one guy playing both parts?
I mean, that would make sense because they're supposed to be twins.
Right, okay. Because it says Anders and then it has a slash, but then it doesn't say the other name.
Okay.
Anyway. So that guy, she gets close to him and yeah, I mean, that's a big part of the movie is just, well, no, it's not that big a part of the movie. But you see more of the relationship between Nadia and Mason.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and Nadia and Abby are like, have been friends for a long time.
Yeah, so Nadia says that she had saved her life once.
Right, so they're close.
Right.
And they know each other. Well, according to what Nadia said, because we didn't hear that from Abby. We just heard that from Nadia telling Mason that.
No, she said it once, because Abby said it when she was being interrogated later. Because she started yelling at the mirror, and she was like, "I saved your life, and this is how you're gonna repay me," or whatever.
That's right. Yeah. So Mason gets all.
Yeah, he gets
antsy.
worried because she stopped communicating with them because they were supposed to have like weekly check-ins, and she didn't contact them for like 3 months. Which, yeah, I get it. You send somebody untrained undercover, and they cut off communication for 3 months. Seems like,
yeah.
And
so he sends a team in to extract
they
her.
They do research on her and find out that her brother owes some gang or mob boss thousands of dollars.
Yeah, he owes him money
north of
for
100,000 because he apparently gambles. And he's like, okay, well, she's trying to get him out of this by selling the OSCE for herself and selling it.
Yeah, that was one theory that he had.
Yeah.
But I think that was, we find out later that I think that's just a smokescreen. Maybe true, but it's probably just a smokescreen. Or maybe true in the show.
Yeah, it may be that's what he thought, but...
No, I mean, I'm saying him thinking that or saying it, I think it's the smokescreen.
Why would it be the smokescreen?
Because later on we find out that he thinks Nadia is a double agent.
Yeah, but that doesn't come up until after the raid.
Right. But Carter said that he had seen whatever that Mason was doing before that.
He never said he saw what Mason was doing. He said he saw the encrypted communication from Nadia telling the whoever was on the strike team to take it.
Right, but then yeah, but Carter was telling him that Carter told Mason that he knew that Mason had already been thinking that, or suspecting that Nadia was a crooked agent.
I don't think he followed the show very well, but okay.
That's what he says.
Right. At the end, he says, because she sent that communication, he was saying, you think that she's a double agent because of this.
No.
There was no indication that it happened before they went in to get the OSCE.
Right, not the one that we see, but I think Carter had mentioned that something was off and that he was pretty sure that he knew Nadia was not on the level. I could be wrong. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Either way is plausible.
Yeah, so before they do the raid, or as they're doing the raid, what's her name? Abby is trying to switch out the OSCE for a fake and hide it and then get out.
Stupid.
Yeah, she gets caught by Anders' twin brother.
Yeah.
And then knocks him out by cracking him in the head with a back of a toilet, which was fantastic.
Yeah. But he would have killed her if that was an actual fight.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Oh, that was just dumb anyway. It's just filler.
Right.
But the main part is that the device goes missing, and then so they are interrogating her to try to find out why she took it.
What happened to it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then Nadia steps in before they can finish interrogating her.
Right.
For some reason. I'm sure we'll find out.
Well, because he was threatening to kill her brother. Like he had him targeted, and he was about to give the order to shoot him when she stepped in.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. That's seemed weird.
Yeah. I mean, it was just to create drama that's between them.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's just filler way to make tension between the different characters. But so dang it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, then he goes like off the reservation and like wants to erase all of her memories just because.
Well, because she's an
'Cause-
agent who has access to all of Citadel's secrets. And,
right,
well, that's what he's claiming
right. That's what he's claiming. Um,
to get
and then
everybody
he's
on
like, "We'll
board
send you
with
down
it.
to Mexico and give you facial reconstruction surgery, and then we're gonna put you
In a witness
in,
protection program, basically.
yeah, and then in the house that they end up living in later on."
Yeah.
Which seems weird, right? And how did she get to Europe?
How did who get to Europe?
Abby.
What do you mean, how did she get there?
Isn't that where the show starts, in Europe?
No.
Where were they at?
Where were Abby and Mason or Kyle, whatever he was going to?
No,
Named?
where was the plane? Where was the train crash?
Oh, the train crash was, somewhere in Europe, but she wasn't there.
Right, but when he woke up, he said that they were in the psych ward together.
Right, in Oregon. So he got back to the States and went to Oregon for the memory thing. That's what she said. That she was in a car wreck in Oregon and went to the hospital for memory treatment in the States.
So he gets in a train crash in Europe, and they send him to Oregon?
Yeah, because he has a U.S. passport, so he went back to the U.S. and for whatever reason went to Oregon. We don't know why.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sure it does.
Okay. Anyway, the main point is that Mason thinks that Nadia is crooked
Mm-hmm.
and that she's taken the Oz key or whatever. And he's got to
Yeah, he's trying to
figure out-
protect her for some reason.
trying to protect who?
Nadia.
No, I don't think he's trying to protect Nadia. I think he's trying to not blow, not make it seem like he knows, so they can find out what's going on and who she's working for.
I
That
guess
would be
that's
the play.
I guess it's a reasonable assumption.
Right. So he doesn't want Abby getting in the way of that.
Yeah.
So he's got to try to follow Nadia to figure out what she's really up to.
Mm-hmm.
Then we come. Let's see. Was there anything else?
Not really.
Not really. Then it comes back to where Mason and Nadia are with Carter,
Mm-hmm.
and then Mason's like, "What did I do?" And he's
What
like,
did I
"Not
do?"
you, her."
Yeah. Because they're
And then-
obviously setting it up that she did something.
Right. So, what do you think they're really trying to do?
I have no idea. But so we also found out in the third episode that her mother was a spy as well. So
Mhm.
I wonder if
Her mother was in Citadel.
I wonder if there's some kind of plot to
and
get
the
to the
person
mom.
she's talking to on the computer.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that maybe like her mom that she's talking to on the computer because she seemed overly emotional that whoever she was talking to was still alive.
That's fair. I think that's probably accurate.
So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if whoever
I
is
just
orchestrating everything is trying to get to her mom for some revenge plot or whatever.
trying to get to her mom. I don't
Yeah.
think her mom. I think her mom's probably irrelevant to the story.
Okay.
Because I think something's going on with Bernard, because he obviously knew about Mason and Abby being together.
Well, yeah, because he figured it out when they went and picked him up.
I think he knew before.
Okay. I don't think that was.
They were living in the Citadel safe house.
Okay, you're right. They were living in the Citadel safe house. Then why did he wait so long to go get Mason if he knew he was alive?
I think because he did a DNA test on himself, and so he would have popped up on everybody's radar.
Okay. All right.
And it just happened to coincide with when the case showed up.
Okay.
Anyway, so I think
Yes,
that's
that's
why.
okay.
And then the ex-wife was telling, was in the first episode or whatever. She was like, "You want me to tell him what's really going on?" And then
Yeah.
he was like, "Moving on."
Yeah. Okay.
So I think there's some secrets there. And then, well, obviously there's some secrets there, but I don't know. I don't know if obviously I think Nadia is the one that is the double crosser or whatever, the inside
Okay.
agent who brought down Citadel. Um,
But in the first episode, they're trying to kill her too. So if she was a double
that
agent, why would they be trying to kill her?
that doesn't mean they know she's a double agent. Do all of the other agents know that you're a double agent? No.
I'm not a double agent.
Right, but yeah.
Nah, I get what you're saying. Okay.
So maybe, right? That's one possibility. I don't know. We'll see. But I think let's see, what is there? There's only 2 more episodes, right?
Yeah.
According to
So the
this.
next episode comes out tomorrow, and then the final is the week after.
Yeah. So we got all in all, I like the show.
Yeah, I'm enjoying
I
it.
think it's doing pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on how they end it, on whether or not they could do a second season.
Yeah.
But I like the. What is that guy? Mason. What has he been in?
I have no idea. This is the only thing I've seen him in that I remember.
What the heck was he in? 1917. He was in 1917. Yeah,
Never watched
okay.
it.
That's what it was.
You want to expand on that?
No? What is there to expand on?
You said that's what he's been in.
He was in it. He was not a main character, I don't think.
In 1917?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joseph Blake.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he wasn't a main character, but he was in it. What else? Though I don't know if I've seen any of this other stuff. Oh, he was in Game of Thrones. Oh, he's Robb Stark. It's Game of Thrones for a couple of seasons.
Yeah, never watched that either. So that does nothing for me.
I didn't watch the first 2 seasons. Actually, I only watched like the last 2 seasons, so I don't know what that show's about. Or let's see. I don't know. He looks familiar though. Eternals. He's in Eternals. Oh, I didn't watch Eternals,
Okay, great.
but he's in Eternals. Anyway,
Yeah, so
I think
apparently he's been in some stuff.
good actor.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm enjoying
one
him
reason
so
I'm
far.
saying is because he's a good actor.
All right.
I think it was bugging me because I was thinking, I was trying to remember. I was thinking I'd seen him in something before, but I couldn't remember what. So now I took the opportunity to look. That's all. You think Mason dies at the end? Or gets his
No.
memories back?
Possibly with the memories, but I don't think they're going to kill him off.
Because, well, yeah, right now him and Abby are the only two that don't have their memories.
Yeah. That we know
why
of.
why does Carter have his memories?
Probably the same reason why Bernard has it, because they didn't erase him. Because they weren't field agents, so I think they were just deleting field agents' memories.
Okay.
And apparently Bernard's ex-wife still has her memories too. So.
Was she in Citadel?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I didn't hear them say that.
Well, she's obviously still working with Bernard, and she knows what's going on.
I mean, doesn't mean she's part of Citadel or she's a spy.
No, she's part of it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty good. We'll see. Are we gonna skip it next week and do the last two episodes 2 weeks from now, or what? I think that's probably best. Yeah.
Is that what we had decided?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. Doing one episode next week doesn't seem like it's that fruitful.
okay.
It's going to be the most. I don't know. I feel like they're just probably not going to give you a lot of information, and then fill you in, get all this everything in the 6th episode.
All right.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that pretty much wraps this one up. So, if you guys made it this far into the video, really,
Cat is making a mad appearance in this episode.
Anyway, if you made it this far, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, leave comments down below, and tell Brandon how stupid he is. And,
Ryan doesn't like cats, so you tell Ryan how stupid he is.
I do not.
Frick. Let us know what we should watch next, because we only got 2 more episodes of this, and we need another show to watch and talk about. Monday. What movie are we doing Monday?
What? Oh,
Fast X.
Fast and the Furious. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot. We have to go watch that this weekend.
Okay.
So exciting.
So yeah,
all right.
And Mondays at 6:30 is movie reviews. Thursdays a series review at 6:30.
Ish.
Yeah.
Most days. We've also started a Rumble channel, so you can head over there to watch the videos as well. Same name, Brendan and Ryan Hour. I think that's about it.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.